I'm trying to build a meaningful business. And in order to do that, you have to be able to hire the right people into your business. You want to enable them to do great work. And you have to select the correct people. And in order to do this correctly, I dove into a great book written by an HR person that took part in building the huge corporation called Netflix from ground up. There are some amazing principles in there. But also, I'm seeing that those principles check out because I've started reading a second book and I can see ideas overlapping. And in order to build something great, you want to have great people working with you because you can't build great things alone. People are a great leverage, and you want to make sure that you bring out the best out of them. So how do you find A players? How do you find talented people? Just so you know, I'm only beginning. I'm only starting at this. So I'm just trying to convey the knowledge that I've learned and synthesize it into a simple form so that I make it more memorable for myself and hopefully convince you to check out those books yourself. Patty McCord, Powerful, states that in order to build something meaningful, you gotta find A players. And how do you do that? Well, you can look in different places. You can, acquire from other companies. But who are the correct people to select? Well, you select people who are talented, who are right for this job that you have for them. And not only are they right for this job right now, but you have to look at the business 6 to 12 months into the future and hire for the position into the future rather than right now, so that they grow with the company together and they make the company grow, and they basically help you build something meaningful. So another principle is another principle is that people find meaning in their work and they feel most accomplished not just by getting paid well, getting benefits, but the most meaningful and satisfying jobs are the ones where you are surrounded by other A players, where you feel like the people who are working with you on your team, that they are trying themselves, that they have some kind of purpose behind their work, and they try and actually solve meaningful problems, difficult problems, and not just look at their watch waiting for the workday to be over. And I found this in my own career in the past, where whenever I was surrounded by people who just came to get money, just came to work, and they tried to find ways to just get by, that was the least inspiring work environment. But whenever I was surrounded by people who actually tried, who wanted to do great things, who wanted to contribute to the team, I felt so energized and I wanted to go to work much more, and I wanted to do meaningful work with them. So that's another principle. Also, in corporations, there are those things called yearly performance reviews. And what Patty McCord says is that they are very time-consuming things to do. And I know I do kind of yearly reviews at the start of each year. It is a time-consuming process, even just when I do it for myself. So what you want to be doing is giving constant feedback and shrinking that 1 year review into more often but smaller reviews, so that you can correct problems right here and now, rather than talk about something once a year where in 3 months you might forget what you even talked about and what your goals were. Finally, the third thing is that even though you might bring talented people in and you might get them, they are highly skillful, driven people, sometimes your company, your business changes, it grows into something else, it morphs into something else. And some people, sometimes people get into a startup because they want to work in a small startup, but you might grow into a corporation and you might need to say goodbye to them because their skills and their values don't align with your new endeavor, with your updated endeavor, I guess. And where I see overlap between the book Powerful and the second book, which is Multipliers, is that people want to feel empowered. They want to feel that they can take charge of doing whatever they can to solve a difficult problem, and they feel like they can think for themselves rather than have a manager micromanaging and thinking for them. A multiplier manager trusts people and trusts in their intelligence, whereas I can't remember the word, what was the word? Anyway, the other type of manager, which disempowers, doesn't trust in people's ability and tries to micromanage and tries to problem solve every single tiny problem, disempowering the people who work for that manager. So I see overlap between Multipliers and Powerful in that way. What about you? What has been the most useful thing when it comes to building team and company culture? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear, because I'm always learning.